Welcome back to Let Us Learn to Lead video series on free open source software designed by M. Srinivasan, Training Associate Mathematics, Kendra Vidyalaya Sangathan, Zonal Institute of Education and Training, Mumbai. Self-learning contents in video form on GeoGebra, a dynamic mathematics software, is presented at this video series. You can view the content by joining the Google Classroom by using the class code 73AUMBO. In this video, you will learn designing a worksheet to find the inverse of a 3x3 matrix. The inverse of a 3x3 matrix is having a steps where you have to find the determinant, you have to find the cofactors. But if all of them are displayed in a worksheet, a child will come and he will enter only the entries of all the 9 entries of a 3x3 matrix. Then he will get all the entries of the cofactors and adjoint and inverse, everything he can check it out. For preparing this video lecture, I used Windows 10 operating system, a licensed version, GeoGebra 5.0, a free open source software, and a free open source screen recorder software. Let us start. Let me show you very quickly that what type of worksheet we will be designing. I am not going to tell you the total thing how to design it because it will take a lot of time. To reduce some time, we will just tell you that what are the important points in doing it. Here I have designed a worksheet where a child will come and enter only the entries A11, A12, A13, and they are arranged here also. And he will get the matrix here, and when he click the show cofactor will be shown, and when he click the show invert, the inverse will be shown to him. Now when he click the new problem, one more problem he can have. Okay, now let me very quickly enter that value. So I think at random I am entering the values 3, then 4 and 2. Then I will write minus 1, okay, then 3, then 4, and then 1. I don't know what will be the answer. Okay, now you see it is getting it as 50, therefore it has inverse. Okay, now a child will be having the determinant A, and if he can get all the cofactors, and he can get the inverse also. For cofactors he is getting, and he is getting the inverse also. I think you can adjust it, and it is being shown. Adjoint is shown over here. Okay, well, okay, adjoint is here, and A inverse is at the bottom. Okay, well, now how to get it? Now when he click this new problem, automatically he will go to the next problem where he can go on entering it. Okay, to avoid a wastage of time, you can verify the previous video which I have put it in inverse of a 2x2 matrix. Most probably the ideas are not the same, but the only thing is here you should be showing the cofactors to the children very clearly, because the mistake will be done in finding the cofactors only. If they are not finding the cofactors correctly, then at least one cofactor wrong means the total problem will be wrong. Let us try to check how to design this dynamic worksheet from scratch. For that I have taken a GeoGebra Classic 5 worksheet where I will remove this grid and the axis. I will go for this text, then I will go for inverse of a 3x3 matrix. Okay, I will put OK. Okay, now here we want the children to enter the values. For that, first you have a ABC text. You ask the children to enter element of matrix A. Okay, below that you want them to enter it. For that I need sliders. I think already I have discussed several times. The slider you can have the interval as per your convenience, but for very quickness I will not change the minimum and maximum. You can change it accordingly. Okay, I will have A, then I will have B, then I will have C, then I will have D, I will have E. Okay, 1 minute, I think all of you are getting mixed up. A, B, and then C, then D, then E, okay, then F. I'm just doing it very quickly. G, then H, and I. Okay, now I want a matrix to be formed based on this only. Therefore I will take capital A is equal to capital A is equal to, start the bracket, be careful, again start the bracket, A comma B comma C, sorry, small letters, sorry, A comma B comma C. Use the arrow, right arrow, and then come out. Again put a comma, then don't come out of the whole bracket. Again, next one is E comma F, sorry, I think D comma E comma F. Is it okay? Then I can come out, comma, then GHI, therefore bracket of G comma H comma I. Check out whether all these are written perfectly and then press enter. You got this matrix now. When I move it, then you are seeing that matrix also moves, I think. Okay, now what you can do is you can go for, okay, and I will okay, no problem, let me move it over here so that you can have a better view. I'm moving it for a better view. Anyway, I'm going to hide them for your convenience. I'm just putting it because they are arranged in order. This is the first row, second row, and the third row, only to keep it in mind. For go to this input box, then already we have discussed, you go for A underscore 1 underscore 1. Is it okay? Linked object should be small a. Is it okay? Now you see, go to the right click, fix objects, the right click, then object property. I think very quickly I will do it, style, and then go for 3 and then close it and then escape and put it over here. Okay, the child will be entering it. Okay, similarly you go for the next input box, A underscore first row and second column, therefore the element associated it is B. For OK, right click, fix the object, right click, object property, and reduce the size to 3 and then close it. Then escape several times and then put it over here. Now actually we are helping the children to enter the entries perfectly. That is very, very important. Go to the input box, first row A and third column. Here the element which I am taking it is C. Anyway, this is only known to me, it may not be known to the child. Okay, object property, then I convert it into 3. I am making it at least one matrix. If you are getting it, it will be easy for you. 3. Now the first row is being showed there. Again, go to this is very interesting to put it in order so that the child will not get any confusion. Second row, first column. Therefore here the element associated is D. Therefore okay. Therefore go to the object property, then make it as 3. Okay, then fix the object you have to remove, then only you can move it and put it over here. The child will be knowing that first row, second row, like that. Okay, there should be a uniformity in then showing them. For A underscore 2 underscore 2, therefore A22, the linked object is E in this case, therefore press OK, then underscore, go to the object property, here make it as 3, then close it, fix the object, remove it, escape, and then put it over here. Then once again I'm doing it totally for you because this is very, very important. Second row and third column. So linked object is F. Okay, EF. Okay, be careful because when you change it, automatically the all the values will change. Therefore whenever you are using any formula, somewhere here we are going to use the formula based on A, B, C, D only. Okay, therefore sometimes you will get confused and you will be putting one formula, final answer will come wrong. You should be very careful the way you are fixing the values. Therefore third row underscore 1, therefore first column. Okay, the linked object is G. That is why I didn't remove it for you, or you can keep it in mind. For G, right click, then go to the object property. Here I am making it as 3. Okay, because I want to reduce it, and then fixing the object, remove it, then only you can move it and put it over here. Okay, then again go to the input box. For third row, second column, the element associated with this is H. This is the element H, and I'm pressing OK. Remove the fixed object, go to the object property, then convert it into 3. Is it okay? Okay, then escape, then put it over here. Okay, the last one, I think we are at the end. The last one, a underscore 3 underscore 3. Therefore, the linked object is I in this case is equal. Okay, object property. Then go for this, convert it into 3, and then okay, you are able to move. Okay, not able to move. Okay, able to move. Okay, now what you can do is all this can be hidden now. Show object, then you can show the object, or otherwise you can remove here also. You see, quickly I will remove all of them. Remove means hiding. I am not removing them. Okay, now you can give the question to the to the children. Okay, find latex formula, find A inverse. Therefore, go to it and then go for this. There should be a space. There should be a space. Okay. For again there should be a space. Capital A is equal to A is already done by you. Simply put A. Okay, now this should be A inverse. Capital A of inverse. Good. Okay, now a child will enter the numbers, and you see when I change the number over here, when I change it into 3, when I change it into 2, okay, sorry, when I change it into 2, here when I change it into 3, when I changes into -2, okay, again when I change it into 4, when I this is 3, let it be 3, okay, when I change it into -4 something, I'm just putting it at 0, for example I'm putting 0, here I will put -2 for example. Okay, now you got whatever they entered, then A inverse is coming over here. Now you see, now want to just to go for doing it very quickly, I will show you that how a determinant A to be put there. Therefore in the text you can go and you can show them that in the latex formula. Very quickly I will go for it. Determinant A is equal to, now you know the formula of it. If it is A, B, C, D and so on, it should be A should be multiplied by, therefore from the object you select A. I'm showing only one of it. Is it okay? I think all of you can understand. Multiplied by, you go for this latex formula, in the bracket go for this determinant. You have to show the determinant to the children. It will be very nice for the children to get it. For when you remove the first column and the first row, I think I will make it very big so that it will be easy for you. Okay, and now what are the things will come? You will get EF. Therefore when you remove it, you will get EF. You can note down E and it will be F. Therefore from the object it should be F. Therefore here from the second row you will get H and I. Therefore it will be H and it will be I. Sorry, from the object you have to take I. Okay, I. Okay, it is okay. The first one is okay. Then minus of the second element will be B. Therefore put it always inside the bracket, because we don't know what is B. B may be negative sometimes. Negative into negative will give you positive value there. But go to the latex formula, once again bracket, go to this. Here you go to the latex formula and then enter a matrix. Is it okay? I enlarge it so that it will be easy for you. Okay. 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 In that A, B, C, D, what it will come? Therefore, the first number will be D. The first element will be D. Okay. The second number, you know it. What are the things will come? Okay, I'm not explaining you more. Okay, here what you will get? You will get G. You will get G, and you will get I. You will get I. Okay, then you got the last one. The last one is plus C into. Therefore, from the object you can go for C. Now it always better to put them in bracket, because you don't know what that value of C will be. C may be negative sometimes, it may be positive sometimes. Therefore multiplied by, once again latex formula, go to the bracket, then go to this. Okay, inside now you have the matrix, 2 cross 2 matrix. Once again you have to remove it. Okay, now you will get D. You will get D. Okay, in the next one you will get E. Repetition only, but be careful in doing it. G and H, therefore it will be G and it will be H. Okay. Now I got it. Now you know that 2 you have to remove the first row and the first column, therefore you will get 3 at 0 and minus 2. Minus of 3 you have to remove it, then 4 1 and minus 4 minus 2, then minus 2 multiplied by then 4 3 4 0 minus 4 0. Okay, now I think I am leaving it to you. Now what you have to do is you should be very careful. You have to find the value of this 3 into minus 1, then you have to subtract, then you have to eliminate that value of determinant A. I am leaving it to you because the calculation is not that much very difficult. You have to use the formula E into I. It will get stored in another variable. Then F into H, it will get stored in another variable. D into I, G into H, like that everything will get stored in one variable. You have to get the value of that variable and then just add it, and then immediately you will get the value of determinant A. Because this evaluating the determinant already we have discussed in the previous lesson, where you can go for it. Okay, now simply I'm telling you how to get the cofactors. Okay, cofactors, you can have the heading. Okay, you can have the cofactor. Just one cofactor I will show you. You want capital A11. It is only for one thing I will show you. Capital A11, for example, go to the latex formula. Capital A, capital A. I'm just showing you that how you have to do it. 1 1. Okay, sorry. We have to take subscript. Sorry, I have not taken. You have to take the subscript. Okay, this one. Okay, 1 1. And here you have to take capital E. Okay, now it will be, the very important thing is you have to put the plus sign. You should tell the children that what it will be. It will be plus sign. Then go for the latex formula. You show them that what determinant should come. The determinant by removing this and that, you know it. Therefore, it will be coming as EFHI. Therefore, I will simply do only one thing. Only for one I will do E. Sorry. I will go for this matrix. And here I will go for E. You have to do all the calculations, but once you have done one calculation, if you have done, remember, then you can do wonders. Then that will be the common one for everything, E. And in the second one it is F. Then here it will be H. It will be H, and here it will be I. Okay, now see. Now a child can understand very quickly what is the cofactor of the first one. That is removing the row in which it lies, remove the column in which it lies. Similarly, I think for negative side, okay, anyway, for the next one, for your convenience, let me do the A12. At least A12 I will do. I will stop with that because it will be a wastage of time for you. Because this is a mere repetition only for A12. Therefore, capital A of first row, second column. Therefore, first row, second column, A12 is equal to, once again latex formula, go for this bracket. Inside, now you go for this matrix 2 1 2. Now you will get D, F, G, I, D. Therefore, here in place of A, you should show them the D. You should have a lot of patience because this is going to help a child a lot. Because only one time if you have done it, then automatically the child will do wonders in that, because all their mistakes, all their confusions will get totally get rid of from this. Okay, I'm just leaving it as okay. Okay, now the thing is that you have to remove this row and 4 1 minus 4 minus 2. Okay, now again the same thing I told you already. 3 into minus 2, what you have to find, that you have to put it in a piece of paper that what are to be multiplied, and in the input box you simply type them. In the input box you type them, then it will get the values will get accumulated in the another one. Okay, now actually remember the determinant of the matrix. Actually there is a ready-made formula is available in GeoGebra. Therefore you type only determinant, but remember this can be done only when the capital A is already done by you. Therefore determinant of capital A. Okay, now I am doing it directly for you. Well, now the value is 24. Therefore this value, whatever you have done it over here, Therefore, this value is 24. Whatever here, you can calculate it any number of times. Okay, well, now after finding all these cofactors A11, A12, then you know that it will be written as cofactor matrix, then it can be transposed. Then how to do the transpose? It is actually transpose. There is one direct formula, there is C transpose. If you convert that cofactor matrix into a matrix, then you can do the transpose directly. You got the idea? First you type that matrix. I've already given you the idea how to convert that elements into a matrix. This transpose will be obtained directly. Now another interesting thing, already we have discussed that whenever you have expressed matrix A in GeoGebra, it is available. You can find the A inverse directly. For that, go to view, go to this keyboard, then again type here capital A cap -1. Well, you see, you got it. This is the inverse now. But sometime, as I told you earlier, as the value is -24, you are getting everything as in decimals. But a very interesting one, because a child will take a problem from his textbook and he will enter all the values over here, and here he will be able to check what is the value of the determinant, what are the cofactors, individual cofactors, and how it has been obtained. Not actually, the cofactors are not displayed over here, only the values. The steps how they got it is also explained in this worksheet, and they can find the A inverse. Remember, this is A inverse finding is very important for a very long answer question, because for solving a system of equation, A inverse, finding A inverse is the major part in solving the problem. Thank you, friends. Let us learn to lead.